What's up, guys? Pokesoda here, and today we're going to talk about the summertime lull. Happens every year. It's crazy how consistent it is. Um, let's just talk about summertime lull. First, before we do that, Pokesoda, like and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Hope you definitely check out some more of my videos. Now, here's the thing: summertime lull. I'm a college professor. In the summertime, I like to take time off. I like to do it. I own a lawn and landscaping company, so I don't take the time off. I'm actually working every day. Last week, a week ago today, actually, though, I did fall off a roof onto a concrete pad. That hurt like hell. It, it got me good. Both my arms, they're all messed up. My back hurts like hell, but it's because I'm old too. So yeah, that's that's the fun. That's why I should just do Pokemon. It doesn't hurt me unless I get into Poke Streets type fights. Then I gotta try to hold my own. Summertime lull. Why does it happen? People are going outside. People don't have as much money to spend because they're going on vacations. Things along that line. You have to remember any set that comes out typically around the second or third set of the actual year. That's coming out during tax time. Okay, so it just makes sense. 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, this last set that we had that came out during tax time was going to be Perfect Order. Okay, Ascended Heroes and Perfect Order. Okay, so people have money to spend on that. Before that, it was Journey Together. People are like, I don't know if I really want to jump into that. And then you had Destined Rivals. That was about, it was about a year ago and a month or so. It was in May of 2025. So during tax time, it definitely you can start to see this. During the summertime, people are spending their money elsewhere. They're spending time outside. They're doing some stuff. So the summertime lull can happen. This doesn't mean it's a summertime lull for everybody that's a collector if you're collecting for the long term or investing for the long term. For the people that like the quick flips, whenever they see their collector app go in the red a little bit, they start to freak out. So I've checked my collector app every day. I do it multiple times probably. And over the last 5 days, at least 4 of those days, it was in the red. Okay. Now, when you look at it when it's in the red, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing maybe hundreds, if not $1,000 or $2,000 on my collection. In the grand scheme of things, it's less than 1% probably. Okay. So that's how you have to look at it. But for the people that don't get stuff at MSRP and they're buying stuff that's above the actual price, so let's say, for instance, you buy prismatic ETBs. Right now, they're running up to about $190 again. Prismatic's going kind of nuts. Let's say you buy those ETBs at $150. Okay. Well, if you're at $150 and they run up to 190, and let's say they lose 10%, you're going to lose about $20 on that product. So it goes from 150 to 190 down to 170 now if you lose 10% on that product. It may not seem like much. You're like, hey, I'm still making 20 bucks on it, but not if you have fees and shipping and stuff like that. If you're selling locally, you might come out on top. This is why the quick flips and things like that are really tough. Pokebeard just had a video talking about the shows, and so did Nostalgianomics, and Pokene actually talked about it too. They talked about going to the vending, and now it's people anywhere from 10 years old on to 110 years old. They're buying stuff, going to another place, and saying, hey, I just paid 100 for this. Give me 110. We'll call it even. Everybody's trying to do the quick flips to try to make a little bit of money. There's videos all over online. You can actually watch this and see what's going on. It's not the way I'd go about it. It's too much work, but it is what it is. A couple other things I'm starting to see is our Walmarts locally, they're not stocking at all. They don't have an MJ holding person. So our Targets, they are. Walmarts are not. So right now we're getting a big influx of people that are actually there because the first partners come out tomorrow, the Series 2, or Friday if you're watching it. If you're watching it Friday. But what's happening is this, like the scalpers and people, they're lining up exponentially long for these now. To me, not worth it. If a product is coming out at $20 and I have to go online and buy it for $40 and I don't have to wait in line, for me, that's what I'll probably do. I know some people are like, oh, you're just throwing around money there, like saying, 20 doesn't matter, you got the 40 to spend. Not necessarily. It's just that I could be working and doing something instead of waiting in line. That's how I look at it. Call me a skeptic, call me a hypocrite or something. I don't know. You can call me whatever you want, but for me, it's not worth setting in line trying to save money on a product. Okay. Now, Summertime lull. What I've seen so far, a lot of things have went stagnant. Slabs have kind of went crazy. Vintage is starting to get back up there. Now, some things that I'm starting to see too is a lot of the modern cards, the raw versus the PSA 9s. PSA 9s are starting to get above the raw price, which is good. You want to see that because vintage PSA 6, 7, 8s, and 9s typically were above the raw price. Something you definitely want to check out. But let's check out Pokédata and let's just look at some of these sets, guys. Okay, so when we start going through this one, Twilight Masquerade, it's pretty much going to be out of rotation along with Temporal Forces. Shrouded Fable, all right, when you look at this set, it came out August 1st of 2024. We're approaching the 2 years on this one, okay? Now, you look at Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade is May 24th, 2024. This one is technically going to be out of rotation. It's 2 years old. If you see Twilight Masquerade, there's massive reprints of this, not booster boxes, but massive reprints of Twilight Masquerade ETBs. Those have been taking place all over the last year. You can find Twilight Masquerade ETBs on the shelves, actually. Now, what I want to bring to your attention, though, is when you start looking at the things, the obvious place here is Shrouded Fables. Shrouded Fables you're going to see is only $962 for total set value, but that doesn't matter, guys. Look at stuff like Obsidian Flames, dog shit set. Oh my gosh, Crimson Invasion, dog shit set. Shining Fates, dog shit set. Okay, all these have really low total set values, but it doesn't matter for the price of the sealed product. Shrouded Fables, not only do I think it was short printed or printed very little, it never had a reprint ever. Okay, so if you have Shrouded Fables, I would definitely hold on to this stuff. Now, when you look at a Shrouded Fable, they have some decent cards in there. It's really a pretty cool set. It could a little bit darker, I think, but very cool set. The Kingdra EX full art is top notch. But some of the trainers and stuff on this Cassiopeia, I think is one of the best trainer cards like that's ever been out there. So Shrouded Fables, that one you're not going to see more of these popping up. Now some other ones that I would tell you probably you want to jump on before it's too late. Stellar Crown, they did a reprint of these. It was about a year ago this time. They did booster boxes. I bought one on Walmart. They're like $195. I haven't seen Stellar Crown since. I've seen some ancillary products, but not a ton. Surging Sparks, you're running out of time. November 2026 will be its 2 year. You're not going to see it anymore. Surging Sparks is better than Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage was not that great of a set. I wasted hundreds, if not thousands of dollars opening Vivid Voltage, and I wish I would not have. I was paying $165 for a Vivid Voltage booster box when Cosmic Eclipse was $200. Brain dead idea. Okay. Now, Prismatic Evolutions, this was just on dropping on the Pokemon Center the other day. They were booster bundles. I would still say Prismatic Evolutions is a good pickup to take if you can see it out there, whether it be the 3-pack blisters, whether it be the 10s, whatever it is. Prismatic, I think, will be one to go. And why I say this, okay? And I wish I knew why, but this Umbreon EX right here is going parabolic still. It's almost a $7,000 PSA 10, guys. And look at that gem rate. Okay, the gem rate of it's like 30 to 35%. This card's crazy. Like I don't know what else to tell you. Like it's almost a $7,000 card. And I don't like the crowns. I'm not a terror person, but you know, I'm just saying that this card, it's nuts. I mean, in December it was $3,300, and now it's doubled since December. So Prismatic, I think, especially the chances of getting a God Pack or a Demigod Pack is well worth it. Now, some other things you guys start thinking about too is Journey Together. Is Journey Together worth getting? Look at the total set value on this one, though. It's only a $620 set value. If you are buying Journey Together to open it, you are wasting your money. Journey Together is nothing more than buying it to hold on to it. Now, what I would say with that is the Reshiram, the box topper, it's awesome. Cards I think that will top off in the future, I really do think the Zacian EX is going to be one of them, and the Volcanion EX and Articuno. I think those ones will be PSA 10s that are just going to be popping off eventually in the future. When you start looking at the PSA 10 value on these ones, the Articuno is now a $275 card. The Whale Lord's gotten up there, but this Zacian EX, because people like Zacian. So the Volcanion, even if you go back to Steam Siege when it was like a Volcanion set, it didn't carry a huge premium. But the Volcanion, it's a cool card. I don't care what you say. I think it's an awesome card. So Journey Together. My advice to you: buy it. Don't open it. Okay. Now, Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals in Europe, they got a bunch of them. Booster boxes went down to like $500, $400. I heard in Europe on some of the stuff. Destined Rivals, I think, is white hot. I think it got too hot too fast. It will trickle down. Destined Rivals, though, the thing is the tool set value is about $2,300. The Team Rocket's Mewtwo is still going absolutely nuts, and a PSA 10 is a $1,400 card, which I think is not that great. Uh, for being a $566 card, I mean it's less than double the value for a PSA 10. Um, I do not think that Destined Rivals, and nail me in the comments on this if you want. I'm not a Destined Rivals set. Team Rocket, it's awesome stuff. I thought they could have done some more stuff with Destined Rivals, but I just the Giovanni that's in the Mewtwo, I didn't like it as much. I don't like the gold card at all. Um, I think the Team Rocket's Giovanni, the actual trainer card itself, is awesome. The Typlosion is awesome. The Psyduck is what it is. People just like seeing Misty in a swimsuit. I've pretty much come to realize. But the Moltres, awesome. Ho-Oh, awesome. So art wise, I don't know. It's all right. Like I know Pokehobbs, you're gonna tear me up on the comment section here because you love this set, but I just gosh, I don't know. I like Team Rocket too, but I just felt like the artwork wasn't as good. Black Bolt White Flare. This is something we can all agree on. If you see Black Bolt White Flare, you buy it. You buy it. Okay. Look at this Black Bolt set right here. $4,200. That's what that set is worth for total value. And then check out White Flare. White Flare. These have another year left to be printed. $3,700. It is a over. I mean, it is almost an $8,000 set, guys. $8,000. Like, I don't even know. It's so crazy. And when you start looking at some of this stuff, like Black Bolt White Flare is a no-brainer. If you see it out there, no-brainer. If you see anything, I think if you see Surging Sparks, you buy it. I think if you see Prismatic, you buy it. Destined Rivals, you buy it. Black Bolt White Flare, you buy it. Okay, so that's kind of my thing. Summertime lull on those. I haven't seen a bunch yet, but Black Bolt White Flare ETBs are still pretty reasonable. Now, some of the other stuff I'd like to talk about too here is the ME block. Mega Evolutions, booster boxes, get those if you can. Phantasmal Flames are starting to go down because it should. Phantasmal Flames went high way too fast. It's a Charizard set for 100%. But the thing is, that Mega Charizard SIR, that thing is going down in price, guys. Um, it got as high, let's see if we can go to the 1 month. So, I mean, this was that's a PSA. I don't want that stuff. There we go. So this has gotten as high as about $883, dipped down to about 761 just a week ago, and now it's about $806. I think this card will get down around that $650 range. People are not going to let it plummet because it is the dopest Charizard we've probably ever had. But the thing is that this card alone, it's going to carry the set for Phantasmal Flames. The problem is though, is that there's so many of these out there. When they start doing the pop reports on them, people are going to be like, "Holy shit!" Like this went from a $3,500 card in PSA 10 to $2,200 real quick, just real fast. Let's actually select a grade on that. So let's see, a month ago, we'll go 6 months ago. Yeah, this got up to just 2,600, 2,700. So this has went down significantly, about $500. But I really don't know what set that's going to be out there that I don't think you should invest in. I know people are just they're shitting on Perfect Order and Chaos Rising. I think those ones are awesome sets still. Perfect Order is now at $854 set. Meowth is getting closer to that 180 mark again. And then this one, the Greninja, has plummeted, guys. $340. This thing was crazy. If you go to a month ago, this thing was starting off, I mean, insane amounts. Oh, that's a PSA 10. We don't want that. So let's see. We were up to $615, and now it's down to about $340. So if you need that Greninja, now's the time to get it. I don't think this surpasses $300 mark. I think it stays above the $300. But even if you look at, let's go TCG for instance, you got to check out the booster boxes on these. So when you go to Pokemon here and the Chaos Rising, uh, you can get a booster box case now. I mean, it's crazy, guys. Booster box case for $1,300. This one's in Spanish. You don't want that one, but the $1,300 is what it is. Okay. Now, if you go to Pokemon and you go to the Perfect Order booster box cases, remember I said these would get lower than $1,000 for a case. I was wrong on that. It did get down to $1,050. I was close, but your lowest one now is $1,284. When this second wave hits in mid-July, these are gonna go down. That is the time to pick them up. I'm telling you, Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, people are going to want these. Do I think that a Perfect Order Chaos Rising booster box is going to be worth $600 next year? No, I don't. But I do think a case of these will be worth over $2,000 next year. Okay. I think you can make a pretty healthy profit on these if you decide you want them. I'm definitely going to buy some. I bought cases of all of ETBs of them, but I don't even know what a case of ETBs is going for right now. So I paid $600 for a case of these, and now they're about 700. So, and then for Chaos Rising, again, I think Chaos Rising, it's a great looking ETB. It's a fantastic looking ETB. And then for those, you can get a case of those for 765. I think it's a no brainer, guys. So those are just some things I'm talking about. Summertime lull, some things to maybe be on the lookout. If you see some of the stuff on the shelves, buy some of it. Okay. You can save up all you want for the 30th. The problem is the 30th, if they don't mass produce it, which I know they're printing it right now. If they don't mass produce it, then the problem is that you're gonna have to buy it on the secondary market. And so it's gonna become a scalper's paradise. Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Pitch Black. Those sets you're going to find an abundance of. When everybody is whistling past the grave to get the 30th, those three sets are still going to be out. Buy those three sets. Okay. The 30th, they're going to print the living shit out of it. Okay. It's still not going to make a difference on the price. But the problem is they're going to print so much of it. You're going to look for that for about, oh, I'd say it'll probably be 2 years. Okay. Celebrations they printed for absolute ever. Generations they printed forever. Okay. Just no one bought Generations when it was out there for like the mythical collections for like $12 on clearance. No one bought them. So, but hey guys, summertime lull. What should you do? Ride the wave. Okay, don't sell your stuff. If you want to part with some of it, go for it. But I mean, I would hold on to it. Wait until we get to a nice little uptick when the stuff starts happening again around the October November time. And then when tax season hits, people go nuts again. Okay. Now there was a non TCG did have a video that came out, and so we should be having a Shining set. Uh, I don't know what it's going to be called. I can't remember what I said it was going to be called. I predicted the name. So we've had like Hidden Fates, Shining Fates, and stuff like that. I don't know if I said Terrestrial Fates or like I don't know. I don't know what the hell I said. But Shining set's going to come out probably anywhere from January, February next year. So be on the lookout for that, guys. There's going to be dropping some stuff on that. And the Rayquaza set they just dropped, Delta Rain or something. It's going to be so sick. Rayquaza is an awesome Pokemon. So that's what I got for you guys today. Just hearing me ramble a little bit. But remember, guys, poke with soda, like, subscribe, and as always, catch them all.